Hi there, this is the second video in our parent education series on the Suzuki method or the Suzuki philosophy. In this video, we're talking about Every Child Can. So Every Child Can is a pillar of the Suzuki philosophy that says that we believe every child can learn to play music given the right environment. Now here's my personal philosophy after that. Part of creating the right environment is making sure lessons are accessible and equitable. If you believe that high quality education is out of your budget, please don't hesitate to reach out. We can give a child all of the correct environment that we can musically, but if a child does not have access to lessons because of financial reasons, not every child can. That's my personal philosophy. Not all Suzuki teachers share that. But all Suzuki teachers do share that the right environment is necessary to nurture musical development. We don't believe there's a gene that makes one person superior to another. The Suzuki philosophy doesn't hold the idea that musical talent is inborn or natural. Talent must be nurtured and comes through education and a supportive environment. So in other words, you hear people say things like, I have no talent for this. I'm tone deaf. And they believe that you have to be born with certain qualities or abilities to be able to play music, and that's not true, not necessarily true. Now there is a condition called congenital amusia. It affects less than 4% of the population, and there's not a whole lot of empirical data to back this claim up, but some people are not able to perceive pitch, or they have difficulties or differences in recognizing differences in pitch or being able to remember music. If you can tell, if someone is speaking that is not a native speaker and you can tell when they make a mistake, you're not tone deaf. If you can infer what I mean by saying, can you put your violin away versus can you put your violin away? If you can hear the difference, the first being a question because the pitch rises at the end of the sentence versus the monotone one, which is a statement where the pitch did not rise at the end of the statement, you are not tone deaf. You can hear the difference in pitch. Now when it comes to music, we have to fine tune it in classical Western music because what is considered correct as in tune is a very narrow range. And so we have to train your ears to understand what is acceptable in classical Western music if you're learning Suzuki violin versus country music that has a different set of, or what is acceptable as being in tune for that range is wider. So that's what we're training. And so that's basically it, that every child can. They have the ability to learn music if we give them the right environment and we encourage them. There's no test. That's something that used to be big in Japanese culture is testing. We don't make children take a test. That's also big in traditional teaching and traditional music education where teachers would test a child to see if they had things like perfect pitch, and if they did not, they would not allow them into their studio. And we believe that that can be cultivated, and we're not going to exclude children because they don't have a skill that has not yet been taught. That seems ridiculous. So that would be Every Child Can. In the next video, we're going to talk about early beginning. Hope to see you there.